Welcome students. This video lecture is about operon concept. So this is the most important chapters in your text, in your syllabus, and there are lots of confusions about and doubts about this concept. Myself, Dr. Rupali Patra, and today we are going to see the operon. So first of all, we will see if operon is a stretch of DNA, then how it is different from a DNA. Here you know that DNA forms messenger RNA, and messenger RNA in turn forms the proteins. So this process from DNA to mRNA is transcription, and from mRNA to protein is translation. Here, first we are taking transcription, where a DNA, this is a DNA stretch. If a DNA is getting converted into a messenger RNA, then what are the difference between a operon and a DNA? So there is a promoter, and it is responsible for the transcription. So it is the site where the enzyme for transcription are attached and the transcription starts. So if under this promoter there is only one gene, that is one promoter and one gene, then it is a simple DNA stretch or gene stretch and it is undergoing transcription. But if this promoter is one, but it is having three different or more, it is more than one, when there are more than one genes present under a same promoter, then it is the DNA stretch is termed as operon. So now you know what is the meaning. When there is one promoter, one gene, then it is a simple stretch of DNA. But when there is one promoter and it is having under it three different genes for three different protein production, then we term that DNA stretch as an operon, and these genes are structural genes. Now we will study this in detail. See, here you have a DNA and it is having a promoter and one gene, and it is forming one mRNA that is coding for only one protein. So this is the simple concept, and basically all the eukaryotic genes are like this only. They are not in the form of operons, but in prokaryotes we see the operon concept. There are few exceptions where eukaryote also have these operon concept, but we are not dealing with it. We are just going to the general concept where operon are in prokaryotes. So in prokaryotes, what is happening? There is a promoter, there is a DNA, but the DNA is under one promoter there are three different genes. Here it is just an example. It may be more than three. More than one is your operon, when one promoter has more than one. So it is also forming, it is producing one messenger RNA which codes for three different proteins, and ultimately three different proteins are being produced. So this is the whole concept about the operon. Here what is to see that this mRNA is having the codons only for one protein, because it is producing one polypeptide, one protein. But this is also single stretch of mRNA. It is not divided and it is coding for three different proteins. So there is a specific term called monocistronic and polycistronic for these two types of RNAs. So one RNA, messenger RNA in eukaryotes, it is monocistronic because it is coding just for only one polypeptide. But in prokaryotes, due to this operon model, what is happening? This mRNA present here is a polycistronic mRNA, and it is coding for a single stretch of RNA is coding for more than one proteins. We will deal it in detail. We will see what are monocistronic and polycistronic mRNA. So basically, operon gave rise to polycistronic mRNAs in prokaryotic cells, where one RNA produces more than one proteins, and they are generally in prokaryotes. In monocistronic mRNA, what happens? This messenger RNA codes for only one protein, and it is monocistronic and it is present in eukaryotes. So now you know what are operon. Operon is a group of gene making up regulatory or control units that include the operator, promoter and structural genes. These are clusters of structural genes under the control of a single operator site regulator gene, which ensure the expression of the structural genes in a coordinated control or in a coordinated manner. So this is the most important part, where there are genes, as I told you, this is a promoter, and promoter is having this more than one gene, and let it is 1, 2 and 3 genes, but these 3 genes are acting in a very coordinated manner and controlled manner, and it is controlled by the promoter, operator and a regulator gene. We will study further. So here you can see these are the structural genes. This is the regulator gene, this is the promoter site, this is the operator site, and this is the promoter site for the regulator gene. This is the promoter site for regulator gene, and this is the promoter we were talking about, and under it we have 3 specific genes. This is an example of lac-operon. I have a separate video for this, you can see. And there are 3 different genes, LAC-Z, LAC-Y and LAC-A. These are structural genes under one promoter and one operator, and they are coordinately organized and they act coordinately. So if we divide the operons, we can divide it as genes and sites and genes. So there are few parts which produces proteins and few parts which do not. Under that circumstance, we can divide it as sites and genes. We can see that what is the function of a site. It is the attachment site for the proteins, and they do not produce any protein themselves, but the gene produces the protein. So as the definition, gene is that functional or active part of the DNA that produces mRNA and finally the protein. So these are the genes responsible for all the proteins formed in the operon, and the other parts that are not making any type of proteins, these are the sites, and these have special need in this operon, and these have special functions we will see. So we are talking about sites and genes. There are 2 sites, the promoter site and the operator site, and there are 2 genes, the regulator genes and the structural genes. For example, in lac-operon we have structural genes as LAC-Z, LAC-Y and LAC-A. Further we are moving on, and we are seeing that these are the structural genes, this is the regulator gene. If you see in this diagram, only these portions are active in making proteins. This regulator gene is making LAC repressor protein. The LAC-Z is preparing beta galactosidase protein. LAC-Y is these are enzymes, but ultimately these are proteins. LAC-Y is producing permease, and LAC-A is producing thiogalactose transacetylase. So these are the genes which are producing the proteins, and rest, this is the P site, O site, the promoter site, operator site and the promoter site for the regulator. These all are the sites, and they don't produce any proteins. So what are their function? We can see here that promoter site, this promoter site is the site for attachment of the enzyme RNA polymerase. This attaches RNA polymerase. And operator site is the site where the repressor protein is attached. As you know, as you have studied earlier, that regulator genes are producing repressor protein, and this repressor protein are going here and they are going to attach to the site, the operator site. And again, this is the promoter site for regulator gene, and it is not producing any protein. So now you know what are the genes and what are the sites. Now again we have the sites, the promoter site and the operator site. There is one promoter for all the structural genes. As you have seen, the promoter site is the site where RNA polymerase attaches. So promoter, to the promoter site the RNA polymerase attaches and it starts the transcription. And there is another promoter for the regulator gene, but we are concerned about this promoter only because it has more than one genes. So here operator is the site where repressor attaches. As we have seen that the regulator produces the repressor protein, and when operator gets attached with the repressor, there is no transcription. So that's how the promoter and the operator sites are important in regulating the whole operon, in turning on and off the operon, in turning on the transcription and turning off the transcription. So again, if we are talking about promoter site and operator site, I better write it down. This is the promoter site, this is the operator site, and these are the structural genes ready to get transcripted. And this is the regulator gene, this is the regulator gene and promoter for the regulator gene. So what happens that if the repressor is present here, the repressor has attached itself and the RNA polymerase is also present there. So the RNA polymerase cannot able to go here from here to here because it is stuck by the repressor. So the repressor protein is not allowing it to go further, and that's how it stops the whole process of transcription. It stops the whole process of transcription and there is no transcription. But if the promoter site, this is the operator site and these are the structural genes, but if there is no repressor in the operator site, it can go downstream and it can transcribe all the structural genes. So that's how it functions, and that's how the promoter and operator interact with each other. So you can remember it as post office, PO. Now we will deal with the genes part. So there are two types of genes, regulator genes and structural genes. Structural genes are in a combo pack and they are producing different types of proteins or enzymes. In lac-operon there are 3 structural genes, in tryptophan operon there are 5 structural genes. So it has common promoter for all these genes. And regulator gene is the gene which is regulating the whole transcription, and it is the gene that is producing the repressor protein, and it is not in any combination with other genes. It is a single gene and it has its own promoter. Now you see, now you know about everything. These are the structural genes, this is the regulator gene, this is the promoter site, this is the operator site, this is the promoter for regulator gene. So this is the whole concept about the lac-operon, where the structural genes are transcribed if the operator is free and promoter is attached to the RNA polymerase, it allows. But if the repressor has attached itself to the operator, then there is no transcription, and that's how it is coordinated by and it is regulated by the regulator, promoter and operator, and the structural genes are the part of this operon. So thank you.